Hello, this is Mark Denham, radio presenter, audio producer, podcaster, and voiceover. Today on the audio journey, we look at why removing vocals from songs doesn't always work. Now, there is a bit of an anomaly in there because we can't use songs on this video, otherwise it will be pulled from YouTube for copyright reasons. So what we have is a piece of copyright-free music, which is here. There we are. What we'll do first, because I noticed that is clipping, is we will normalize that. And then we just have some nursery rhymes. The boy stood on the burning deck. The cat sat on the mat. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. There we are. So we're going to put that together and we're going to create our own fake song here to show you. Now you can see this is a mono vocal recording file. Okay, so we'll go into the multi-track, a new one, no template needed. We will put the music on the first track. We will put the vocal here, which is my terrible nursery rhyme reading, on the second track. And then we have a bit of music to work with. I don't care that this is rough. I'm just going to cut that there and delete that. Then we have a small session to work with. What I will do, because this music is very loud, I doubt you'll be able to hear me. The boy stood on the burning deck. No, you can't. So what we'll do is we'll put a bit of reduction on there. You can change the volume by typing that in or scrolling that wheel. To the left to come down, to the right to go up. The boy stood on the burning deck. The cat sat on the mat. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. That's really annoying me. There should be another beat there, shouldn't there? Hang on. That'll do. We could put some false reverb on that if we were going to do it really neatly, but we're not, because we're just going to look at why this doesn't work. Mix it down with just the mono, okay? You can see here, there are no effects in the track effect rack. Mix down the entire session, and now you have... The boy stood on the burning deck. The cat sat on the mat. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. There you go. That is now all baked into one mixed down file. Now, how do you get rid of the vocals? You go to Effects and Special Stereo Imagery, Center Channel Extractor. And there is a preset here, Vocal Remove, okay? Note Central Channel Extractor. That's how it does it. It assumes that the voice being mono is only ever mono and in the center channel. That's how it works. You can see here, left, right, surround, custom. But if you have a listen now... Okay, we have lost my voice, but equally we have lost the clarity in the music as well. Let's have a listen again. Now, there are many settings you can fiddle with here. You can change the channel you want to get rid of. You can also change any of these as well to make sure it sounds a little bit better. But you can hear that the quality of this audio while you can barely hear my voice in that audio, it sounds nothing like this. So I'd argue that what you've done, yes, you have removed my vocal mostly by doing that, but what you've not done though, I didn't apply that. What you've not done is you've not left anything that is really usable in that. So let's remove the vocal. I tell you what, rather than just working with the whole of that file, I'm going to go back into the multi-track session. I'm going to mute this off and then I'm going to mix it down again so we have one to compare with. And if you look at that now and compare it to this in terms of the frequencies, look at the difference in the spectral frequency analysis. And that is because in order to get rid of the vocals, you are also having to remove music frequencies too. Some music it works better on than others, but in this case, it's not worked very well. Now, when would it not work? Okay, you remember here, mono file, no effects in the effects rack. I'm going to add on some chorus. Let's go while we go with 10 voices. We will have the stereo with bang up to 100%. All right. And then what we'll do is we will add on further a bit of special and mastering. Start with the default, and all we need to do here is whack up the widener. Now, when we mix that down, you will hear something totally different. The boy stood on the burning deck. The cat sat on the mat. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. So what we've done now is we've spread the vocals across the left, right and center channels in doing that. And let's go in again now, and we will go to Effects, Stereo Imagery, Center Channel Extractor, Vocal Remove. These settings are exactly the same as we used a moment earlier. And now listen. The boy stood on the burning deck. The cat sat on the mat. Hickory dickory dock. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Now, you can see that we've still drastically affected the music, but we have not removed the vocals that time because the vocals are now sat left, right, and center. The center channel extractor cannot work on this. And that's why when some people say, oh, I tried to remove the vocals, but they're still there, because they've been mixed into a song with some form of stereo effect, and it makes it virtually impossible to eradicate them. Certainly in this case, I wouldn't even suggest that by eradicating them when they were mono sat on the stereo center channel, I wouldn't suggest that you had a usable piece of music there at all anyway. But certainly once you add secondary effects to them and you make that vocal, whether it be singing or in this case just a random recording of nursery rhymes, when you make that spread out from the center channel, it becomes impossible to remove the vocals from a song. And that's how it works, or in this case, how it doesn't work. So if you are trying to create an instrumental, I would always suggest to you, firstly, hunt for the instrumental. Look on iTunes and see if you can buy the instrumental. If you can't, try places like Discogs, where you can get CDs. If it's like classic songs, you can get CDs. Have a look on there and see if there is an instrumental version on there, and then you'll get the clean instrumental. Again, if you can't, and it really, really is essential, try contacting either the band or maybe contact the record company, even just on Twitter, and say, look, hey, I really need a copy of this instrumental. Is there any way I can buy a copy of this instrumental? And then that's the real best way to do it. You can play around with the center channel extractor in Adobe Audition, and in some cases it will work. Like I use it if I am playing a song. If I have a song that I'm going to play to DJ with, I will use it. If it's got a naughty word in it, I will censor out that word using the center channel extractor. Again, if the vocals in that song have any stereo effects on them, it doesn't work, and then I just have to select it and reverse it so that naughty word goes by in reverse. But if it doesn't, if it's just that mono in the middle on the center channel, you can do it, and that degradation in quality of the audio doesn't matter too much, because how long is one word? Nobody will really notice it. What they will notice, hopefully, is that there's a word missing, and that's one that they shouldn't be hearing. So there you go. There is how it works in terms of removing vocals from a song. Apologies for the terrible nursery rhyme reading, but as I did say at the head, we cannot use a song on here. Otherwise, the whole video would get pulled and then you would gain absolutely nothing from it. I do hope you've gained something from this, some understanding of how the vocal removal process works. As always, if you have a question, then you can either comment it on YouTube down below the video and I will get back to you with an answer. You can go to markdenham.com where the entire audio journey series is, both in blog form and of course links through to all of the videos as well. And you can use the contact tab on the website to get in touch as well, and I will get back to you with an answer to your question. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I would be eternally grateful if you were to click the notification bell after you've clicked subscribe, because then you won't miss out on any of the future uploads. Enjoy playing with the vocal remove. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. It may work, it may not work, and now you know why. Go away, make some amazing audio, and have a great day.